Welcome to the Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. I'm your host, Paige Carter. It's a name that rings with intrigue and mystery. Nibiru, an elusive celestial body that hides within the shadows of our solar system, escaping the prying eyes of mainstream science. Yet, whispers have persisted, murmuring tales of a hidden planet, concealed by none other than NASA. But why? Why would the world's premier space agency want to hide an entire planet from the public's knowledge? The story of Nibiru is one steeped in ancient mythology and modern conspiracy. Its roots trace back to the Sumerians, one of humanity's earliest civilizations. Their cuneiform texts speak of a 12th planet on an elongated orbit, returning to the inner solar system every 3,600 years. This celestial body, they claimed, was home to the Anunnaki, a race of superior beings who had a profound influence on human evolution. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we hit another milestone in the Nibiru narrative. A man named Zecharia Sitchin, a self-proclaimed expert in Sumerian cuneiform, began publishing his interpretations of these ancient tablets. He claimed they documented the existence of Nibiru and the Anunnaki, validating the myth and breathing new life into it. As compelling as this narrative is, it's not without controversy. Mainstream science and academia have largely dismissed Sitchin's interpretations as pseudoscience, pointing to a lack of corroborating evidence. Yet, the Nibiru conspiracy theorists argue that this dismissal is part of a larger cover-up. They believe that NASA, along with other global space agencies, are fully aware of Nibiru's existence, but choose to keep it concealed. The question is, if Nibiru does exist, why hide it? Some propose it's to prevent panic. According to some interpretations, Nibiru's highly elliptical orbit could make it a potential threat to Earth, causing catastrophic destruction upon its return. Others suggest a more sinister reason. They believe that the Anunnaki still reside on Nibiru, and that they continue to exert their influence on Earth from the shadows. Yet, despite the veil of secrecy, there are those who claim to have seen Nibiru. Amateur astronomers and skywatchers report sightings of a strange object near the sun. Images circulate on the internet, showing an extracelestial body next to our solar star. Critics argue these sightings are merely lens flares or other optical illusions, but proponents of the Nibiru theory remain adamant. The mystery of Nibiru is a complex web of ancient mythology, modern conspiracy, and contested evidence. It's a story that challenges our understanding of the universe and beckons us to question what we've been told. As we delve deeper into this enigma, we must keep an open mind and remember that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. The history of Nibiru is deeply entwined with the cultural and spiritual beliefs of the ancient Sumerians. They were one of the first civilizations to develop a comprehensive system of astronomy, and their cosmological views were far more advanced than many other cultures of their time. In their astral lore, Nibiru was a place of great importance, a celestial body associated with the god Marduk. It was documented in various cuneiform texts, suggesting a sophisticated understanding of celestial mechanics and bodies. This advanced knowledge of the cosmos wasn't exclusive to the Sumerians alone. Other ancient civilizations, such as the Babylonians, also had a mysterious understanding of astronomy that was ahead of its time. Many have speculated that this knowledge was handed down from the Anunnaki, who were believed to be from Nibiru. These ancient civilizations lived under the constant gaze of the heavens, their lives dictated by the movements of celestial bodies. The unexpected appearance of a new star or planet was a sign of impending doom or divine intervention. This fear of the unknown, combined with their reverence for the cosmos, created a culture where celestial events were imbued with great significance. As the centuries passed, knowledge of Nibiru faded into obscurity. It was lost among the ruins of ancient cities and buried under the sands of time. The rise of modern science, with its emphasis on empirical evidence and skepticism, further marginalized these ancient beliefs. However, the resurgence of interest in the 20th century sparked a new wave of speculation. It was in this climate of renewed curiosity and exploration that Zecharia Sitchin emerged with his controversial interpretations. His work ignited the imaginations of many, leading to a proliferation of theories about Nibiru. Yet, the mainstream scientific community remains skeptical. They argue that there's no solid evidence supporting the existence of Nibiru, dismissing it as a figment of myth and imagination. This dismissal, however, is seen by some as an attempt to suppress the truth, fueling the flames of conspiracy. In the political climate of the 21st century, where secrecy and misinformation are commonplace, the story of Nibiru resonates strongly. It's a narrative that embodies our collective fear of the unknown and our deep-seated desire to uncover hidden truths. Whether Nibiru is a real celestial body or a mythological construct, its enduring allure lies in its mystery. It's a symbol of our eternal quest to decipher the enigma of the cosmos, a quest that continues to challenge and mystify us. Unraveling the tangled web of figures and organizations connected to the Nibiru conspiracy, one name stands out prominently: Zecharia Sitchin. Born in Azerbaijan and raised in Palestine, Sitchin was a journalist and author who spent much of his life studying ancient Sumerian texts. His controversial interpretations of these texts, particularly his theories about Nibiru and the Anunnaki, have been a driving force behind the enduring belief in the hidden planet. Sitchin claimed that his research revealed that the Sumerians had knowledge of an additional planet in our solar system, one that has a long elliptical orbit around the Sun. He suggested that this planet, Nibiru, is the home of a highly advanced extraterrestrial race known as the Anunnaki, who visited Earth in the distant past and imparted their knowledge to ancient civilizations. Another key figure associated with the Nibiru conspiracy is Nancy Lieder, a self-proclaimed contactee. Lieder asserts that she has been in communication with extraterrestrials from the Zeta Reticuli star system since childhood. In 1995, she made the alarming prediction that Nibiru would collide with Earth, causing a cataclysmic shift. Although her prediction did not come to pass, Lieder's messages have fueled widespread fears and speculation about the hidden planet. On the other side of the coin, we have NASA, the American Space Agency. NASA has repeatedly denied the existence of Nibiru, pointing to a lack of concrete scientific evidence. Despite their denials, many conspiracy theorists view NASA's stance with suspicion, suggesting that the agency is part of a governmental cover-up to hide the truth about Nibiru from the public. The debate extends to the Internet, where a multitude of websites, blogs, and forums discuss the Nibiru conspiracy. Online communities such as Zeta Talk, founded by Nancy Lieder, and the Project Camelot Forum have become hotbeds for discussion and speculation about Nibiru, further spreading the conspiracy theory. These key players, with their divergent beliefs and motives, form a complex tapestry of intrigue around the Nibiru conspiracy. The clash between those who fervently believe in Nibiru and the scientific community that consistently debunks it only fuels the fire of this enduring mystery. As we delve deeper into the story of Nibiru, we find ourselves not just exploring the cosmos, but also the very human desire for knowledge, truth, and a touch of the extraordinary. In the unfolding saga of Nibiru, it's essential to note the significant events and discoveries that have brought this conspiracy theory to public attention. The first remarkable incident occurred in 1983 when the Washington Post published an article titled, "Possibly as Large as Jupiter." The article reported the discovery of a celestial body in the outer solar system by the IRAS, Infrared Astronomical Satellite Telescope. This revelation sparked a major buzz in the conspiracy circles, with many touting it as the elusive Nibiru. However, the scientific community swiftly clarified that the object was likely a distant galaxy or a proto-star, not a rogue planet within our solar system. Still, for those who believe in the existence of Nibiru, this incident served as a confirmation of their convictions, further fueling the Nibiru conspiracy theory. A second pivotal event was the 2005 announcement of the discovery of Eris, a dwarf planet that orbits the Sun on a highly elliptical path. Some Nibiru believers viewed this discovery as a veiled admission of Nibiru's existence, suggesting that Eris was, in fact, the concealed Nibiru, or at least evidence of its possible existence. The year 2012 also played a significant role in the Nibiru narrative. This year was heralded by some as the end of the Mayan calendar, and it was widely speculated that Nibiru would cause an apocalyptic event. The anticipation of this global catastrophe brought Nibiru to the forefront of public consciousness. When the world didn't end, skeptics used it as further evidence to debunk the existence of Nibiru. Yet, for believers, it was another instance of misinformation and misinterpretation. One of the most critical incidents in recent years involved a series of alleged leaks and whistleblowers. These individuals claim to have inside information about NASA's cover-up of Nibiru. For instance, in 2016, an anonymous source claiming to be a retired NASA employee stated that the agency had been tracking Nibiru for over a decade. This, along with other similar reports, added a new dimension to the Nibiru conspiracy, reinforcing the belief that NASA is withholding critical information about the hidden planet. Although these events and discoveries have not provided conclusive evidence of Nibiru's existence, they have undoubtedly contributed to the intrigue and mystery surrounding this elusive planet. The events we've discussed today, and the ensuing public reactions, are a poignant reflection of our collective fascination with the unknown and our yearning for revelation, even amidst uncertainty and skepticism. As the saga continues, one can't help but wonder what future discoveries and incidents will further illuminate the enigmatic tale of Nibiru. These alleged leaks and whistleblower accounts have painted a picture of widespread suppression and control efforts, which many believe are coordinated by institutions like NASA, governments, and even multinational corporations with vested interests. The question, then, is why? Why would such entities engage in a vast cover-up operation regarding Nibiru? One theory posits that these institutions are trying to prevent mass panic. The idea of an undiscovered planet on a collision course with Earth is undoubtedly terrifying. If Nibiru's existence and potential threat were to be confirmed, it could lead to global fear, chaos, and social instability. Another theory suggests there could be economic motivations behind this alleged cover-up. If Nibiru were accepted as real and a potential threat, it could destabilize global markets and cause economic uncertainty. Certain industries, such as insurance, real estate, and even tourism, could face significant hardship due to the perceived impending disaster. Then there's the theory that Nibiru's existence is being concealed as part of a power play. Those in the know could be using this information to manipulate global events and consolidate control. This perspective posits that knowledge about Nibiru is a form of power, held only by an elite few. Further, there have been claims of individuals being silenced or discredited to maintain the cover-up. Those who have come forward, claiming insider knowledge about Nibiru, often face intense scrutiny, criticism, and even threats, leading some to question if there's a deliberate campaign to stifle these voices. The Internet, while a tool for disseminating information, has also been implicated in the alleged control efforts. Some believe that search algorithms are manipulated to bury information about Nibiru, making it harder for interested parties to find reliable data. Others argue that misinformation is intentionally spread online, creating a confusing web of theories that muddle the truth and discredit those who seek to expose it. The suppression and control theories surrounding Nibiru are as complex and multifaceted as the planet itself. While these theories are heavily debated, they underscore the perceived lengths to which institutions might go to control information. Regardless of the veracity of these allegations, they've fueled the Nibiru narrative, adding another layer to its mystique and deepening public fascination with this hidden planet. As we continue to gaze into the cosmos, the question remains: what else might be concealed among the stars? Despite the cloak of secrecy surrounding Nibiru, There have been brave individuals willing to risk their reputations, careers, and even lives to bring this hidden truth to light. These whistleblowers, from various walks of life, have sought to pull back the curtain on what they see as a massive cover-up. Take the case of Robert Harrington, a respected astronomer and the chief of the U.S. Naval Observatory. In the late 1980s, Harrington suggested the existence of a planet X in our solar system, a planet beyond Neptune that could explain the anomalies in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune. His calculations, based on observed irregularities, led him to propose a theory that seemed to align with the concept of Nibiru. However, following his sudden death in 1993, his work was largely dismissed, and the quest for Planet X was declared over. Some suggest his death was conveniently timed to silence his controversial theories. Then there's Nancy Lieder, the woman behind Zeta Talk, a website dedicated to communicating messages from extraterrestrials from the Zeta Reticuli star system. Lieder claimed to have been contacted by these beings who warned her of Nibiru's imminent approach and catastrophic impact. Despite facing ridicule and dismissal, she has steadfastly maintained her claims. Similarly, former NASA employee John Johnston has come forward with allegations that NASA has been hiding the truth about Nibiru. After leaving the organization, he publicly accused NASA of obscuring data and images that would confirm Nibiru's existence. Johnston faced significant backlash, with critics questioning his credibility and intentions. In the realm of journalism, investigative reporter Marshall Masters has dedicated years to researching and publishing about Nibiru. Despite facing significant criticism and skepticism, Masters continues his work, driven by a belief in the importance of his mission. Each of these individuals faced adversity in their pursuit of truth. They risked personal and professional ruin, standing against powerful institutions and popular opinion. Yet they remained undeterred, driven by a conviction that the truth about Nibiru needed to be exposed. The stories of these whistleblowers underscore the perceived risks involved in unveiling hidden knowledge. Their experiences paint a narrative of resistance against a tide of suppression and denial. They represent a human dimension to the Nibiru narrative, a testament to the lengths some individuals are willing to go in their quest for truth. At the heart of this debate lies a wealth of declassified files, testimonies, and data that provide intriguing, if not conclusive, evidence supporting the existence of Nibiru. Various sources, including leaked government documents, eyewitness accounts, and even ancient texts, all contribute to this complex and enigmatic narrative. One significant piece of evidence often cited by proponents of the Nibiru theory is a declassified CIA document from 1963. It refers to an anomaly detected in the vicinity of our solar system, a celestial body with an unusually high magnetic field and a large elliptical orbit. The anomaly was never identified or explained, and the document was only released to the public decades later, fueling speculation about a cover-up. Then there's the testimony of Robert Harrington, the aforementioned astronomer from the U.S. Naval Observatory. A video interview with him from 1990 is often cited as key evidence. In it, Harrington discusses his belief in an undiscovered planet beyond Neptune and his ongoing search for it. His untimely death 3 years later only added to the mystery and intrigue surrounding his work. Moreover, the Zeta Talk website, despite its controversial nature, has become a repository of alleged information about Nibiru. The site features detailed descriptions of the planet, its inhabitants, and its trajectory, purportedly relayed by extraterrestrial beings. The sheer volume of information, coupled with Lieder's unwavering conviction, lends a certain credibility to her claims in the eyes of her followers. John Johnston's allegations also provide a compelling facet to this narrative. His claims of NASA's deliberate obscuring of data and images relating to Nibiru has led to many conspiracy theories. Despite the backlash, Johnston has maintained his stance, only adding fuel to the ongoing debate. Ancient texts, too, have been drawn into the discourse. Proponents often cite the Sumerian epic of creation, which refers to a 12th planet, called Nibiru. While scholars argue that the interpretation is flawed, it nevertheless remains a foundational cornerstone of the Nibiru theory. These diverse sources of evidence, while controversial and often disputed, have nonetheless served to keep the debate around Nibiru alive. They present a tantalizing possibility of a hidden planet, a celestial body that, if real, would redefine our understanding of our solar system. Yet, despite the passionate advocacy of its believers, Nibiru remains shrouded in mystery, its existence unproven and its nature unknown. The quest for the truth continues, driven by a fervor for knowledge and a determination to reveal the unseen. The public's reaction to the Nibiru narrative is as multifaceted as the narrative itself. The widespread dissemination of the Nibiru story, particularly through the internet, has led to it being embraced by a diverse range of individuals and groups. Some, drawn by the allure of the unknown, are fascinated by Nibiru's mystery and the possibility of an unseen planet lurking in the outskirts of our solar system. Others are fueled by a distrust of mainstream science and government institutions, viewing the Nibiru story as further evidence of a larger, more sinister conspiracy to suppress knowledge. The media, too, has played a critical role in shaping public perception. Sensationalistic headlines and speculative articles have often amplified the Nibiru story, capitalizing on its inherent intrigue and the public's appetite for the extraordinary. Some media outlets have even featured it as a central theme in doomsday predictions, connecting it to various apocalyptic scenarios, from cataclysmic pole shifts to devastating meteor showers. Yet, along with the fascinated and the fearful, there are also the skeptical. These individuals, often armed with a grounding in astronomy and a critical eye, challenge the Nibiru narrative at every turn. They point out inconsistencies, question the validity of the sources, and expose the lack of verifiable evidence. They argue that the Nibiru story, while captivating, is a blend of misinterpretation, misinformation, and myth. The Nibiru narrative has also stirred up controversy within the scientific community. Mainstream astronomers, while acknowledging the possibility of undiscovered planets in the outer solar system, dismiss the specific claims associated with Nibiru as unfounded. They argue that if a planet of such size and proximity existed, it would have already been detected by our current astronomical instruments. NASA, in particular, has been a focal point of criticism and suspicion. Denials from the agency have only fueled the controversy, with Nibiru proponents viewing them as further proof of a cover-up. The more NASA denies, the more certain circles believe. This dynamic has led to a significant erosion of public trust, with some viewing NASA not as a beacon of scientific discovery, but as a gatekeeper of hidden knowledge. The fallout from the Nibiru story is a testament to the power of narrative and the human penchant for mystery. It underscores our collective desire to probe the unknown, to challenge the accepted, and to uncover the concealed. It also highlights the complex interplay between belief and skepticism, between trust and distrust, in our ongoing quest for understanding. The Nibiru narrative's enduring influence permeates not just popular culture, but also contemporary politics and technology. The rise of the internet and social media has only intensified this influence, providing a fertile ground for conspiracy theories to take root and flourish. The Nibiru story, in particular, has found a home in the dark corners of the internet, where it is continuously reshaped and propagated by a robust community of believers. The Nibiru phenomenon has also sparked a wave of political discourse, reflecting broader societal anxieties and distrust in governmental institutions. It taps into a vein of populist sentiment, with Nibiru advocates often presenting themselves as underdog truth-seekers battling a powerful and secretive establishment. This narrative of suppressed information and concealed truths resonates with many who feel marginalized or disempowered, making the Nibiru story a powerful symbol of anti-establishment sentiment. In the realm of technology, the Nibiru theory has inspired a new generation of amateur astronomers and independent researchers. using off-the-shelf telescopes, homemade observatories, and even satellite technology. These individuals tirelessly scour the heavens for signs of the elusive planet. Their efforts, although often dismissed by mainstream science, underscore a broader trend towards democratized scientific inquiry and citizen-led research. The Nibiru narrative also provides a cautionary tale about the dangers of misinformation and the potential for it to erode public trust in scientific institutions. The rapid spread of the Nibiru theory and its resistance to debunking highlight the power of compelling narratives, even in the face of empirical evidence to the contrary. Yet, at the same time, the Nibiru story serves as a reminder of the enduring human fascination with the unknown. It exemplifies our collective thirst for discovery and our unrelenting drive to push the boundaries of our understanding. It underscores the allure of the mysterious, the forbidden, and the unexplained, and the lengths to which we will go to unravel them. In the end, the Nibiru narrative is more than just a tale of a hidden planet. It is a testament to the human condition, our curiosity, our skepticism, our propensity for belief and doubt, our desire for truth, and our capacity for imagination. As such, it continues to captivate, intrigue, and provoke, leaving an indelible mark on our culture, our politics, and our understanding of the universe. In the grand narrative of human history, Nibiru stands as a testament to our collective curiosity and our unending quest to explore the uncharted territories of the cosmos. It's a story that, in its essence, is less about a rogue planet and more about the human spirit, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the courage to question the status quo. At the heart of the Nibiru phenomenon lies a paradox. Despite the lack of empirical evidence supporting its existence, the belief in this hidden planet persists. It's a testament to the profound power of narrative and belief, the capacity of stories to shape our perceptions and define our reality. But it's also a reflection of a deeper, more ingrained aspect of the human psyche. Our innate fascination with the mysterious and the unknown, our enduring attraction to the unseen and the unexplained. The Nibiru narrative also reminds us of the importance of skepticism and critical thinking in our quest for understanding. It's a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of misinformation and the paramount importance of scientific rigor and integrity. The ease with which the Nibiru theory has spread, despite the dearth of supporting evidence, underscores the vulnerability of our information ecosystem and the potential for it to be manipulated by compelling but unfounded narratives. And yet, the Nibiru story is also about hope. It's about the audacity of dreamers, the daring of explorers, and the resilience of seekers. It's a story that celebrates the spirit of independent research and citizen-led inquiry, validating the efforts of amateur astronomers and armchair researchers who dare to challenge the mainstream consensus and venture into uncharted territories. The Nibiru narrative, in its complexity and contradictions, encapsulates the human condition. It's a reflection of our fears and our hopes, our doubts and our certainties, our quest for truth, and our capacity for belief. It's a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lie at the heart of the human spirit, the limitless potential that exists when we dare to question, to explore, and to dream. As we ponder the existence of Nibiru, we're ultimately exploring the depths of our own psyche, probing the boundaries of our own understanding, and pushing the limits of our own imagination. The hidden planet may remain elusive, its existence shrouded in mystery and doubt, but the questions it raises and the reflections it prompts are as real and as tangible as the stars in the night sky. In the grand cosmic dance, Nibiru serves as a mirror, reflecting back to us our own fears and aspirations, our doubts and beliefs, our strengths and frailties. Whether it truly exists or not, the story of Nibiru continues to captivate us, reminding us of the enduring allure of the unknown, the relentless pull of the mysterious, and the unquenchable thirst for knowledge that defines our species. Thanks for listening. This has been the Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.